last video, which was ranking all the Frontiers towers, was my fastest growing video ever. And I got a request asking to rank every Kingdom Rush Origins boss. That's what we're doing right now. And I'm ranking them on 3 factors: how hard the boss is, how hard the level is, and how hard the enemies accompanying the boss are. Number 6, Hyena. I just noticed, while editing this, that during this boss fight on screen, Hyena has not left that path that he started on. Hyena is one of the easiest bosses in the series, and that's a very large accomplishment, seeing the Vengeance bosses be so easy. The enemies accompanying the boss are actually the hardest part. As you can see, I don't even have half the tower spots filled in, and I had 12,000 gold and 3 stars. This boss is just too easy. Number 5, Malissa. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't even know. Alright, Malissa is not a hard boss. I don't even know how to pronounce it anymore. I mean, she does have 11,000 health, and she's the most interactive boss, I guess. Because every other boss, you just wait until the last wave and then they come out and you have to kill them. But with Malissa, you have to, she will occasionally come out to the front and web, disabling some of your towers, disabling them, and also spells. She has 120 damage on a 1.2 second attack rate, with a pretty fast speed as well. Though the Banda Snatches in this level are what caused me to lose the 6 lives you see at the top. On Veteran, which is what I play most of these recordings on, she is a really hard boss compared to others like Nazaru and the Juggernaut, but she's not harder than any of the other Origins bosses, which are just really hard. Number 4, Spider Goddess. Yeah, we're really going in order now. No, but making the correct options is actually pretty easy in this level. You only have to play 3 times as a beginner at most, just to find a strategy. Well, at least that's what happened with me. The meta is really to spam golden longbows. As you can see on screen, I've got 4, and put in the most crucial locations weird woods. The Spider Goddess's ability to kill your units with an 80 to 120 ranged damage and pretty decent speed is really good, but she can destroy every tower on the map except the Renegade Post. On top of that, as you can see, she just destroyed my golden longbow. She remains a threat throughout the level as the spider webs your towers, and while she is actually on screen as well, she webs your spells, so she remains a threat throughout the entirety of the level. She isn't a bad boss in any way. She's hard, obviously. She's kind of like a nerfed version of Umbra. But in my opinion, Origins bosses are just really hard, so the main game's bosses are always easier, which leads to her not having any higher position on this list. This level made me use Thunderbolt the most out of any level in the entire game. So that led to me basically having to call every wave early just to get the recharge time, and I usually call most waves early, but not all. In the end though, she is a hard boss. She does take the longest to beat out of any boss so far. And that's what ultimately gives her a higher position than the other two, especially Hyena. Screw Hyena. Number 3, Goliath. Goliath actually takes the shortest amount of time to beat out of any boss so far, except Hyena. But that doesn't mean it's an easy boss. In fact, it's actually the hardest one. With all the environmental hazards like the Tainted Pit Meteors and Goliath's Spit, you need to use your spells effectively and have very good tower placement because of the amount of Dark Spitters. I hate those things. I actually lose a life during the footage over here, and Goliath gets extremely close to the exit. But Goliath's Spits, take out so many of my units, and since they're barracks, I can't, micro them. And they're also Dark Spitters, so if anyone dies to them, it just creates more units. This is why Goliath is just a hard boss. But the enemies supporting him aren't as hard as the other levels, like Bram's level or Bajan's level. So that's what ultimately makes Goliath the 3rd hardest boss in Origins. Yeah, for the rest of this footage, I kind of just ran out of things to say. There's really no strategy here though. If you can't beat it, skill issue. Number 2, Bajan. I mean, despite not being the number 1 hardest boss in this list, she's my personal favorite Origins boss. First of all, she's really fast, and she has 120 to 150 health. This automatically makes her able to kill many heroes extremely fast. Next, I found this level to be the one I replayed the most, mainly because I just don't want to get 1 star, and I find that this level leaves you overrun faster than all the other levels. Maybe in the other levels, I could play and die in wave 10, so I need to rethink my strategy. But this level specifically, I remember it was wave 5. The Twilight Golem just got to the end and then everything fell apart and I had to restart. I found that this happened many times. I remember this level, I actually had to think about what I was placing and where, and I had to switch my hero up 7 different times. In the end, I went with Wilbur, mainly because Wilbur's probably the best hero in the game. But yeah. Also, I ran out of things to say again. The strategy is pretty hard to master, I guess. And number 1, Bram the Beheader. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion. What I do know is many people consider Bajan to be more powerful than Bram the Beheader. I disagree. Bram takes a very specific path that cuts his distance in half, as well as with an insta-kill, means you can't stall him with reinforcements like you would usually do. It is really easy to get his health really low, but just like Bajan, he also moves really fast. Even perfect parry or blade dance don't work on him. As you can see here, he just dies, but he insta-killed my entire Blade Singer haul. Anyways though, in the end, this is really short. This was one of the few levels in the game that actually forced me to use Arc Druid Hinges, but in the end the strategy is pretty easy to figure out. I just couldn't get 3 stars on this level though, so that says something. And that's my list, and oh my god, this video took a long time to make. I'm mentioning this only at the end because I didn't want to interrupt the flow of the video, but this video took multiple weeks to make. That's longer than any video I've ever made, even my ranking videos. All of these videos as well take up 6 gigabytes on my iPad for some reason. Also, I'm definitely getting cancelled for misgendering Bajan men in that one time, aren't I? Anyways, I don't think I said anything too controversial. Maybe that Bram was harder than Bajan men. Probably the most controversial thing I said in this video. But yeah, subscribe and also click a video. Why haven't you clicked yet?